What's up, guys? This is D1B Universe, and I'm just gonna talk about reactionary things right now. And for people who are interested in, like, update sort of stuff involving my life, please stick around to the end, because that's usually how these things are gonna go now. So, reactionary stuff first, things people probably don't care about later. What now? First, reaction, death battle, new death battle, another one-sided death battle, Natsu versus Ace. Here, okay. Let me just get the things that you guys probably already know when it comes to anime fans who probably reacted or reviewed this death battle. I already know Natsu's gonna win because, one, Ace only has fire to fight against Natsu, who has both fire and lightning-based abilities, not to mention his own strength and physical prowess that I can't really say compares up to Ace's, but let's just say it does. Because, it's been a while since I got into, Fairy Tail, so I don't know how far Natsu has grown to this point or what level of Natsu is going to be fighting Ace. But let's just say this. Natsu eats fire, and the more fire he eats, this is going to be the thing you're going to be hearing a lot. Natsu eats fire, the more fire he eats, the more powerful he gets. Ace only base moves to fight Natsu is fire. So the more fire Ace throws at him, is the more fire and more firepower Natsu's gonna eat and beat Ace with probably lightning, because I know knowing Death Battle would be like, well, Ace is immune to fire-based abilities, so let's use lightning, because he's probably weak to lightning, even though lightning is plasma, and we did see Ace use some plasma-based abilities, so maybe his plasma is, not as hot as the plasma that is lightning. I don't care, because it's Fairy Tail Lightning. Fairy Tail Lightning, Pirates of One Piece. Let's just get that out of the way. I fully believe Natsu's gonna win because of Ace, and because Ace has nothing that can really take down Natsu. But Natsu has things to take down Ace. And the last thing I gotta get out of the way before I get started in this, why not Sabo? Just saying, I'm not saying that Sabo can stomp Natsu. I'm not saying that Sabo can stop Natsu. I'm not saying that just because you pick Sabo in there means that, yeah, One Piece is going to win this battle. What I'm saying is, instead of having the guy that only has fire, how about you also have a guy who knows armament hockey? Armament hockey that can fight at a better level than Ace, fire-based abilities, and his own abilities. And lastly, but surely not least, if you like to do this whole compare and contrast stuff, Natsu was raised by a dragon and trained by a dragon. Sabo was raised and trained by a dragon. Monkey D dragon. And he learns dragon S moves like the claw thing. Just saying, probably would have been a better matchup if you wanted to do it like that. So, with all that being said, let's get started with the reaction. Sorry if I ranted on a little bit, but this is what happens when you bring an anime fan into an anime fight. Let's go. 3, 2, 1 now.
Hey, Mark.
Hey, Mr. J.
So I know doing all this merch marketing, like these 3 awesome Death Battle t-shirts, can get kind of stressful.
And I'm sorry for people who don't like the whole muscle shirt thing.
Like the new office jacuzzi.
If you stay for the,
you ever smelled a wet soft before?
my end review and personal stuff, you'll know why I wear it. I don't like wearing this in reactions, but I really need to at this point. What is up with, seriously,
it's a toast oven, Chad.
like, eating this guy? This is probably an inside joke that I don't get because I don't watch everything and on Screw Attack. Come on.
You're gonna find yourself in a sex battle.
But yeah, I remember watching this. Those are very expensive shirts. I can make that at my school for like 5 cents. Just, I'm not a marketing guy. Who knows? They're probably making a fortune.
In ancient times, the Greeks believed everything to be made of 4 elements: earth, air, water, and the most difficult to control, fire.
You just use Legend of Korra for the first 3, and then the 4th one you just use. Alright, whatever.
With fire. Natsu Dragneel, the Dragon Slayer Mage of the Fairy Tail Guild.
And Portgas D Ace, the feared pirate known as Fire Fist.
He's Liz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
After it's moments like these, this makes you wonder, why am I watching the full video when I can skip to the end and just already know what I already know?
Natsu Dragneel was a pretty normal child living in a pretty normal village.
And then a bunch of dragons toasted the town and killed everybody, including him.
Hopefully people know about, like, spoilers and stuff. They're probably getting a lot of spoilers via
Natsu's older brother Zareth survived.
One Piece and Fairy Tail,
Horrified by the violent fate of his family, Zareth desperately sought a way to revive Natsu.
But that's what you need to know when
discovered the
going into death
connections
battles. They
between
don't
life, death, and
waste
magic,
any spoilers, and
and
you need to know
became
everything about these
obsessed.
characters.
And so he became the most evil and powerful mage ever, cursed to live forever and ruin everyone's lives. But everything worked out, I guess, because he brought Natsu back. Just one catch, Natsu had to be revived as a demon, though this
Weird.
gave him the potential to become even more powerful than Zeref.
Unfortunately, Zeref had become incredibly dangerous to be around. Fearing for his brother's safety, he left Natsu in the care of his friend
Fairy Tail
Igni,
has
who
good
just
moments.
so happened to be the Fire
Not many,
Dragon
but
King.
good moments.
Natsu got adopted.
There's a lot of people who
by
hate
a
on
freaking
Fairy Tail,
dragon.
which I understand
Kinda weird since
in
the
every way,
dragon
shape, or
killed
form.
him in
Some of the
first place
structuring
and
of how they
family.
do their
But
fights.
whatever. Dragon
And,
Dad
power
ended up
scaling,
teaching
you could
little
say,
Natsu
kind
Dragon
of weird,
Slayer
especially
magic,
what Ursa
a
did
school of mystical
recently,
martial arts
but
developed specifically
let's
to
just
kill
say
dragons.
animes are
And
animes.
it's really
This
back
one kind
and
of takes it a
forth
little
with
too
these
far on
dragons,
certain elements.
Regardless, Igneal
But
eagerly
it's
accepted his role as
passable to
adopted
me
father.
because I mostly
he taught
don't care
Natsu how to
about
read,
anything.
write, and fight. But then when Natsu
I
came
just
of
sort of
age,
say, all right,
Igneal
they did
suddenly
that.
sent him through a time machine, and
Sure,
poof!
okay.
Before you knew it, Natsu
think I've
was
seen
trapped
worse, I
400
think.
years in the future and abandoned by the only father figure he ever really knew.
I know that feel, little buddy. I know that feel.
Of course, it was all part of Igneal's plan to save the world, but at the time, Natsu didn't know that.
Again,
Fortunately,
dragon.
it wasn't long before he
Salvo.
found a new home and
Okay,
family
I'm gonna
among
drop
the
it. I'm gonna
mercenaries
drop it.
of
I'm gonna
the
drop it.
Fairy Tail Guild.
Yeah,
I'm
turns
sorry, the
out
more I
being
think about it, the
demon
more it
trained
bothers
by a goddamn dragon made Natsu pretty effective as a bounty hunter.
Natsu possesses superhuman speed, impressive strength, and unbelievable durability. He has superior senses, such as sight and smell, along with a mastery of hand-to-hand combat skills.
Mix all that up
it's
with
been a
his
while
fire
since I've
dragon
known stuff
slayer
about Ace.
magic,
Does
and
Ace
you
have
got one fiery
Conqueror's
cocktail
hockey?
that'll knock just about anybody on their ass.
As the name suggests, Fire Dragon Slayer magic
It's been a
revolves
while
around
since me and
conjuring
Ace have been,
manipulating
like,
fire.
I
A
rewatched
prime example
episodes
would
with
be
Ace,
Natsu's
so
signature move,
I could
the
be wrong
Fire
about
Dragon's
that.
Roar.
Where he literally shoots fire
But I also don't
from
think
his
it will
mouth.
really work out.
Or he
on
can
Natsu
engulf
anyway,
his
so
hand
who
in
cares?
flames for the devastating
I could be
Fire
wrong.
Dragon's Iron Fist.
You
I do know he does
we're
not
gonna
have
be
arm
saying
hockey. He
fire
would've
a
used
lot
that
this
stuff.
episode.
Yep. Natsu has well over 24 different ways to incorporate fire into his martial arts, but his real strength comes from a move nobody ever really expects.
Yeah, he eats fire. We get it.
Yeah.
Go.
He eats fire.
Like all mages in the fairy tale world, Natsu has a limited pool of magic, but consuming fire actually replenishes it.
Because-
Not only that, he can consume a few different types of elemental magic as well, including lightning.
Talk about a shocking appetite. And because this is anime, eating lightning gives Natsu access to an all-new form, Lightning Fire Dragon.
Because,
With this,
you know,
Natsu's
very creative
abilities are
names.
enhanced with electricity, giving him a brand new element of power.
To increase his fire abilities,
You know,
Natsu
I'll
can
always
enter
remember the
Dragon
joke of
Force.
electric fire,
This
because
greatly
if you eat
increases his
fire,
Dragon Slayer
pretty much
magic
like,
and physical prowess,
ultimately it becomes
bringing
plasma
Natsu
or
closer
something.
to the strength of a full
Again, I've only heard that from a guy.
He
Don't
was
tell me I'm
starting to
wrong
look
because
like a
I'm just
dragon now.
repeating what he says.
Maybe
I don't
it's
know.
like an awful traumatic reminder when he looks at himself.
But
People
when
should have
his
an awful
Dragon
traumatic
Slayer
reminder
abilities
if he
aren't
looks at his
enough,
Dragon
Natsu
Dad.
enters his strongest mode yet, Fire Dragon King mode. In this form,
Again,
Natsu has access
creative
to
names.
techniques only the most powerful of dragons could wield, such
I
as
want
the
to talk, I don't
Demolition
have any
Fist
creative names
and the
in my
Fire
stories.
Dragon King's Roar.
At his strongest, he could wipe out exactly 973 soldiers all at once.
Exactly.
Great massive explosions. So
Luffy
big they
can
could wipe
run
out
into
a whole
Marine
town.
Ford and just
Natsu's
take out,
raw
like,
power
literally
is
almost
extraordinary,
half the
both
entire
magically
armada.
and physically. He's
But you know,
strong
this
enough to
isn't
lift
a battle of
an
main
enormous
characters.
stone
This is a battle of a
slab
side
several
character
times
versus the
larger
main
than himself.
character. Which
Comparing
I
this
just now
stone to
realized is
Natsu's
kind of
height
weird.
and compensating for the density of the stone, it's likely this block weighs about 135 tons.
Yeah, sure,
Talk
whatever.
about never skipping arm day. He's also fast. He's fought in multiple battles where he's moved faster than the eye can see, putting him well
fast.
over 9,000 miles per hour.
So did
And when
Zoro.
fighting opponents
Like,
even
that's
faster
Zoro.
than him, Natsu has used his keen observational skills and indomitable willpower to predict their moves and defeat them. He's pretty clever in battle, which is surprising given how headstrong and stubborn he can be.
Like any
In your
real
I was
fighter,
talking about the
Natsu
last battle
prioritizes offense
Urza.
over defense, running in guns or, I guess, arms blazing.
Except this impulsive approach to fighting often leaves massive amounts of collateral damage in his wake.
Who cares?
Remember how we mentioned his firepower could wipe out a whole town? Well, sometimes that's not completely intentional. In fact, this hasty attitude may be his greatest weakness.
Nah, his
Greatest
greatest
weakness.
weakness is how easily
Unless
he
he's
gets
fighting a guy who
motion
only has
sick.
fire-based
Put him
abilities.
on a moving car or boat and he'll be hurling in a matter of seconds. That flying cat following him around should start carrying vomit bags.
Yeah, that's one of the stranger downsides of Dragon Slayer magic. Natsu's dragon-like senses can overload his semicircular canals, creating a feeling similar to vertigo. But more importantly,
unless you're gonna put him on
Natsu
a
has
boat
bad
to
habit
fight,
of
which would
burning
make
through his
sense for
available
Ace.
magic rather
I don't
quickly.
think this is a
Yeah,
very,
but who
you know,
cares? He
useful
can just
tactic
chow
for
down
Ace
on
to
some
use.
tasty flames or lightning to replenish his magic.
Just one problem. Consuming any fire or lightning that Natsu has created himself will not replenish his reserves.
It's not really much of a problem, just like a dumb insight he had to figure out on his
He
own.
really is the Fairy Tale Guild
It's like,
trump card for
well,
whenever things go south.
I'm gonna
And
shoot
he
this- I'm gonna shoot
continues
this
to
arrow.
fulfill his old dragon
And now I'm gonna
dad's
pick the arrow
wish
up
of
and
making
put it
the
back in my
world
quill.
a safer place.
Did I just gain an
By
arrow? No,
setting
I
it
just
on fire.
retrieved the one that I already had. So what did I gain and what did I lose? Nothing.
Let's get down to
Same
the
thing with
real
it.
fight.
Natsu
I'm gonna
here. Keeps
shatter
on
you
fire.
into a
What do you gain?
million
What do you lose?
pieces.
Wealth, fame, power. Gold D. Roger, the king of the pirates,
Oh my God, I
obtained
can't believe
this
I'm
and
gonna watch my
everything else
favorite
the world
character
had to
die.
offer.
And then he was brutally executed,
A lot of stuff is
leaving
dawning on
everyone
me
to
this-
run
this
off
season,
searching for the
man.
king's
Not
long-lost
this
treasure,
episode,
the
man.
One Piece.
However, unknown to most, Roger left behind an heir, albeit unborn. Terrified the Marines would execute Roger's son as well, the child's mother held her pregnancy for a total of 20 months. 20 months!
Yeah,
Holy
Josh flipped
mother
when he
of
heard
hell! How does that even happen?
that. Like,
Sheer
I'm showing him One
inconceivable
Piece
willpower.
bit by bit,
Though she
bit by
died in
bit.
childbirth, her last act was to give her newborn
episodes. He's
son
like,
his name.
Did she really just do that?
Portgas D. Ace.
Soon
the
after,
thing
Ace
she
was
did.
adopted by an old acquaintance of his father, Monkey D. Garp, and raised alongside
Garp.
Monkey D. Luffy and his childhood friend Sabo.
Come on!
Over time, Ace, Luffy, and Sabo grew very close, considering themselves brothers and together forging a lifelong pact. They would forever live life as free as possible.
And for Ace, that meant following in his father's footsteps. It was the pirate's life for him.
Ace was a natural on the sea, thanks to his incredible strength and combat aptitude. He quickly learned his way around the ocean, becoming the captain of his own ship in just a year's time,
Yeah,
and eventually
impressive.
joining
He
the
was
ranks
really
of
great
the
when being
deadliest
with
pirates
Whitebeard.
around. He even claimed one of the world's most sought-after treasures, a devil fruit.
In the One Piece world, if you eat yourself a devil fruit, you get yourself a superpower. In Ace's case, he ate the Flame fruit, which, guess what? Granted him the power to create and control fire.
You wouldn't
But
believe
with
it.
new power comes a buttload of badass new ways to kill people. Get this guy's gun hands are actually handguns.
I mean,
Oh, I
I
thought that
guess
was cool.
that's accurate. That would be Ace's fire gun ability, and it's just one of many attacks that Flame Fruit's power
Crossfire
provides.
and all that.
And I love my gun
Crossfire.
leg and all,
I'm sorry,
but
that-
now I
that's
think I
just,
really need me
that's
some
game
gun
room game
hands
to
to
me.
go along with it.
Boomstick, sometimes I really wonder about where you came from.
The front door, like every day. Come on, Wiz, pay attention.
Yeah.
Anyway, these fire abilities are what earned him the nickname Fire Fist Ace.
Because he can turn his punches into blazing balls of red-hot fire. Forget gun hands.
Are they gonna
Give me some of
gonna
that.
beat that or just
Manipulating
gonna,
fire
or just
comes
gonna
easy
glance
to
over that?
Ace.
Whatever.
He can conjure up
Fire
enormous
Fist.
pillars of
Fire
flame so
Filler.
intensely heated they can
I
incinerate
think they're
enemy
not,
projectiles,
because, again,
acting
what's
as a
the
sort of
point?
fire shield.
He's also got some really
Great
weird
Flame
names for his
Commandment,
attacks, like
Flame Emperor.
Firefly, Fiery Doll, and St. Elmo's Fire. Man, when did Elmo become a saint?
No.
You could've called that
Actually,
thing
that's
Big
referencing weather
Frickin'
phenomena,
Sun,
where
and I still
plasma
would've
appears to
accepted it.
discharge atop a pointed object. Ace's version is not like that at all. Instead, he conjures up two javelins made of pure fire and hurtles them through enemies, burning them inside and out.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with his version.
Nah, the
Firefly
nipple.
and Fiery Doll is a combination attack, where he creates several small balls of green plasma which surround a foe
What is green
before
plasma?
detonating in a massive series of
Again, I
explosions.
don't know how hot
He
plasma
does have
supposed to
one
be.
attack with a really cool name, though.
Oh, what's that?
Crossfire, you get caught up in the
There we go.
crossfire.
I'm actually happy you brought that up too. Boomstick.
However, Ace's most
I thought I was
powerful
gonna be the
attack
only
is
one here.
undoubtedly his Great Flame Commandment, Flame Emperor.
Which is a pretty big name for what is essentially a fiery spirit bomb.
Yeah.
But good God, if you see that thing coming your way, don't even bother trying to run. You dead.
There's even more. See, the devil fruit Ace discovered was of a rare breed, a Logia fruit. Because of this, Ace also gained the ability to transform his entire body into fire.
When he's in flame on mode,
Flame
physical
on mode,
attacks
nice.
pass right through him like he isn't even there. And if his fire body is somehow messed up, like someone dropping a giant candle snuffer on him, his true human body would be totally unaffected.
Actually, since receiving this power, Ace has only been badly hurt by other Logia users wielding an element with an inherent advantage over fire,
That whole
such as
Blackbeard
magma
thing
or
was
rock.
always a good
Man,
rivalry
it's
thing.
like he's invincible.
In a way, but it's not an automatic defense. Ace must make the conscious decision to transform his body.
But thanks to his blindingly quick reflexes, he's able to avoid almost any attack. He can even react quick enough to avoid a shot from a sniper.
In this instance, he was reacting to the gunman in view. Assuming this gunman was professionally trained, Ace would have needed to react in about a quarter of a second.
This dude here shot down him.
When your fire fist
Are you joking?
blow apart 5 ships all at once.
No, he wasn't professionally trained. He was just a guy just
of teak wood
shooting pop shots on random things.
Hit each ship with at least 15,000 pounds of force per square inch.
So getting hit by Ace would be like getting hit with a wrecking ball. And when he throws more fire into the mix, he can wipe out an entire town.
Ace's last extraordinary quality actually has little to do with fire at all. If there's anything he inherited from his mother, it's his insane willpower and endurance.
He once fought a karate fishman for 5 straight days. Man, with that endurance, he's gonna make some lucky lad or lady real happy someday. Or, I guess he would have if he didn't. Oh, hey, heads up. Huge spoiler warning in 3.
Oh, you say spoiler warnings now when all that stuff you gave away for...
Totally dead.
Like many Logia users, Ace grew cocky in his ability to avoid being hit. In fact, he practically forgot what pain even felt like. And so, despite all of
Unlike
Ace's
Sabo, he was getting used to the
his
fruit.
most
He
impressive
still
was when,
dodges
for once,
stuff.
he chose to take a hit.
I'm sorry.
Sacrificing himself to save his brother,
This
Luffy.
is probably very annoying.
Would you do that for me, Wiz?
Oh, sure, of course.
You're a goddamn liar.
I can't allow that. I'll take care of this on my own.
Oh, here we go.
All right, the combatants are set. Let's end this debate once and for all.
End my misery.
But first, all this talk of
I'm not
chowing down on
sponsored
some
by
scrumptious
Blue
flames
Apron.
is making me hungry.
Skipping to the reaction. All right, let's do this. Same location.
Hey, you!
That's actually pretty good continuity.
Come back here!
I'm guessing this is just gonna be their battleground whenever they do a fairy tale versus pirates thing, One Piece thing.
Give that back, or you'll have to deal with me.
Yeah. Guess he's gonna have to deal with you.
I'm gonna mess you up.
Fine. Here we go. Start out. Fire!
Fire Dragon Sword Horde!
Do your back and forth.
Wait, are you seriously made of fire?
Yeah.
Sunflare! Time to turn up the heat!
Time to fling in the heat. I'm flinging the heat. Flinging the heat.
Fire Dragon King
I'm not proud of that. You're good, Ace. That does nothing to
you. Fire Dragon King's Demolition Fist!
Here we go.
Fire Fist!
You gotta give up that Ace. At least you put this name hot shot. Kind of short.
Can't even
like
touch
one.
me. Fire Blast!
Oh no.
Fiery doll.
That was cool, but nice Kirby sound effect though. That's good.
Wait, are you seriously eating fire?
Yeah, you're made of it, and he eats it. Still wonder whether or not he does it. Yeah.
Like I said, you can't touch me.
I'm not trying to. Lightning Dragon Fire Mode! Lightning Fire Dragon Roar! Phew. All's well that ends well.
Got it.
KO!
Ew! That's a burn if I ever saw one.
This battle was anything but clear-cut.
Really?
Natsu held the advantage
I
in
wonder
speed
why.
and strength, and Ace trumped him in endurance and defense.
Huh.
Still, neither held an advantage so much that the other couldn't keep up.
Both were mostly immune to each other's fire attacks. Because fire is Ace's only real weapon, this means he really didn't have anything that could kill Natsu.
Yes.
Natsu was definitely strong enough to put Ace down, but with Ace's intangible fire form, Natsu couldn't even touch him. So, sounds like a stalemate.
Unless you
Very
put lightning
nearly.
into the pick.
Luckily
mix.
for Natsu, he had an ace in the hole.
Ah, funny.
Nice one.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Natsu has had far more combat training than Ace, and is known for using his superior senses to study his opponents.
Okay, I'm gonna have to
and take
question that one a
advantage
little
of their vulnerabilities.
But you know what? Not
stupid enough
Nope.
to touch me into a living bomb.
One more combat experience. They've both been fighting since they were kids.
Consumes my
But
curses.
since
I'd even be stronger than
I'm,
he was when
you know
this
what?
fight
Forget it.
started.
I'm done. I'm not
When
playing
Ace
anymore.
realized Natsu could eat
Forget
fire,
it.
he had to become more liberal with his true physical form to avoid being consumed. And this was what Natsu was counting on.
Being faster than the eye can track, Natsu was more than quick enough to get a good hit in up close.
Again,
A
I
perfect
really have to,
opportunity to use a
have to
fast,
question about this
deadly
whole
elemental
faster
weapon
the eye
Ace's
thing.
body wasn't
Ace,
immune to.
whatever.
Lightning.
It's not like Natsu was gonna run out of magic or anything. I mean,
Again, it
there's
doesn't matter.
fire
It doesn't
everywhere.
matter.
As his speed, strength, martial arts, and versatility surpassed Ace, all Natsu needed was one good shot, and he made it happen.
Yeah.
In the end, Natsu was too hot for Ace to handle.
The winner is Natsu Dragneel.
I hate you, Booms.
I'm Chad, I play Boomstick. I'm Ben, I'm Who Is,
Oh.
and stick around, we're about to announce who fights next time.
Chad's an
and
alright
if you want to
dude.
watch exclusive commentary
Boomstick, I
on this
hate you.
episode, click that little box, sign up for a first membership trial. It's a great way to
Oh
support
my
the show.
god. Let's see who's next. Go, Sub-Zero. Nice, okay, that was good. Don't know your name, but I know you're from Killer Instinct or something. Cool. I think. Unless I'm wrong about that. I do remember seeing your face somewhere. I think it's from that game. May 24th. Alright, that's not too far. Okay, how am I supposed to do this? Because whatever I say, it doesn't matter. Matter on both the aspects of, no matter what I say that involves Ace having some upper hands than Natsu, the end result would still remain the same of Ace can't beat Natsu, since Ace has nothing that can beat Natsu, while Natsu does have something to beat Ace. So it doesn't matter. So I'm gonna forget about the whole. I'm not gonna debate about the speed thing. I'm not a debater. Unless I feel like it. Not a debater unless I feel like it. Not gonna debate about the speed. Not gonna debate about the skill. Again, just both training when they were young. I forget how old Natsu is, but isn't Ace older than Natsu or what? No. I'm not gonna pride this. I'm not gonna pride this. Just gonna say my piece and say what what most people probably already said at this point. I prefer it would be Sabo. Now I have read a comment on Death Battle. It's like people seem to complain a lot. Hold on. That people seem to complain a lot. Death Battle finally does this, very axe for matchups, and even though they're really one-sided, they start, the female dogging and complaining that it's so one-sided, so why even do it? See, me, I've always been complaining on whatever battle seems one-sided, whether it be a popular battle or not. I never wanted Ace versus Natsu because I already know how one-sided it is, so don't bunch me into those people. In fact, I would have preferred Death Battle, to actually do some creative, artistic liberties or something like that, whatever you want to call it. Instead of putting Ace in the picture, put Sabo. He has the dragon training thing, that same thing with Natsu, even though, the guy he's trained with wasn't a dragon, but at least it would, it could be a joke. It could be a joke. It could be a joke. Sabo has fire base abilities due to the fact that he ate Ace's fruit since he's dead and whatnot. And since Sabo is still getting used to it, he's not gonna use it as heavily, which does factor into the matter of how much fire would be in the vicinity for Natsu to eat. See, again, there's the possibility that Sabo uses some fire. He doesn't know that Natsu can eat flames. As soon as Natsu eats those flames, he gains enough strength to one-up Sabo. It all depends on how much flame is in the area. Again, that's a possibility that is there for Sabo to lose. So I'm not wanking One Piece here. I'm just giving off my piece on how better a battle would be with Sabo. Okay, all right. And that's pretty much like the bottom line here. If they're gonna do like a rematch, like later down the line, like, you know, 100 battles from now, they do a rematch between Sabo and Ace, like end of series Natsu, end of series Ace if he doesn't die for all I know. Then yeah, I would like that, and then just have this be a reason why Sabo would fight Natsu if you're doing like a story-based thing, because it was continuity on the place that Urza and Zoro fought. I think you even saw like the cut mountain in the background, so like they're doing something with that. And I like to see Sabo come in and say, "You killed my brother. My name is Sabo. You killed my brother. Prepare to die." I will prefer that, and that's just it. I talked to Goat. AKA Josh, about my about like Sabo versus Natsu sort of deal. And so when it turned about armament hockey, he said, "Oh, if he turns his body into armor, that doesn't that mean it's very conductive to electricity, thus making yet another one-sided victory?" And then I had to explain to him that it's not made of like metal, it's spirit armor and then stuff like that. I'm slowly converting him to the path of One Piece. All right, give me a minute on that. So that's basically everything I can say without nitpicking certain things when I already know the end result would not have changed. Let's just say, for me, this was about that didn't need to happen. Yes, it probably needed to happen for them because people were constantly going to continue asking for it because it's a popular thing. You know, like type in Natsu versus Ace, and you'll get like tons of fan art or pictures of stuff of them fighting. But it's like they need to realize just because they both use fire doesn't mean they have like similar abilities to the point where, you know, it's not obvious who's gonna win. All right. So yeah, that's my little rant. You can leave now. This is just gonna be like update time for, you know, long-term viewers here. I found a way to get to my job easier. I found a bus route, and luckily, thanks to tips, that gets up to $34 every other day, every other work day that I get tips of $34 to $35. And that is cold hard cash. This is not a check, it's cash. So it's already in my pocket as soon as I'm leaving out the door. I found a bus route that I just need to walk, I need to ride my bike 10 minutes to get to the bus route, getting back home. And then a 25-minute bike ride to get to the rest of the way. While getting to the job is only a 25-minute bike ride to the bus stop. And then all the rest of the way, it's just a 48-minute drive in the bus, and it just saves me so much time. Like, I got here at 6:24 today. You don't know how much time how much work I could get done with that extra 2 hours of time that it takes me to get here. That is great, and for people who are worried about me and how my job was gonna, you know, it used to be 6 hours, 3 hours there, 3 hours back. Now it's just like, let's say in total probably 2 hours to maybe an hour and 48 minutes or so, if I'm really rough estimating this. So for anyone who's still worried, I will say this in like, you know, other type of reactions where multiple people watch it, but there, my job is a little bit better now. People have been telling me a Steven Bomb has come out. I've been trying to get to a certain Steven Universe episode. I think it was Lion 4 Alternate Ending. I saw that for a while. And not saw it as in I saw the episode. I saw that it existed for a while, but I could never really get my hands on it. And then I looked online, and then it says that it's coming out in another 2 days. Because today is the 6th. So it says it's going to come out in another 2 days. So does that mean that I just experience, like, you know, people who really like to find spoilers and just rip episodes before they're supposed to come out? Yes, I get it. Steven Universe is great. But guys, don't you think it'll just feel so much better to watch the episode when it's supposed to come out? I mean, call me crazy, but maybe air dates are there for a reason. And it also helps people not to get spoiled. For people who care, Steven Universe, I know a new gem is supposed to be introduced in this Steven Bomb. Why? Because I was trying to look for the episode, and guess what? People don't care about, you know, what they put on the internet, so I just randomly stumbled across the fact. But luckily enough, I don't know what the name of this character is, what she, more likely, looked like, and so on and so forth. But all I do know is I'm spoiled on the fact that there's going to be a new gem introduced. Don't know if she's going to be permanent, side, or villain. I don't care. It's the fact that I would have really liked it and be like, oh, look at that. No. That's probably not gonna happen. It's gonna be like, okay, I might, you know, freak out if she's adorable or something like that, but or you know, freakishly mannish. But whatever. that's all I pretty much got to say on that end. So update time is over. I'll see you guys next time. This is Do You Want to Be Universe. I'm about to get started on other reactions. This Saturday is reaction day. I'm gonna do everything I possibly can within the span of this time frame, and probably the same thing on Sunday. But that's pretty much all I can because I got nothing else better to do. When it's on the weekdays, I have to go to class and do work because I don't have time to do anything else on those days. But unlike Saturday and Sunday where I can't get to school anyway, might as well do some videos for you guys. And I'm really happy I got a job because getting my source of income from YouTube is not helping. I'm already like flat broke. Alright, so yeah, this is Do You Want to Be Universe. See you guys next time. Bye.